Hello everybody, welcome to MEA TV. I'm your host Julian Fadlullah. Today we're at Dearborn Heights City Hall. I have an interview with the mayor coming up very soon, so stay tuned, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello everybody, welcome to MEA TV. I'm your host Julian Fadlullah. We are here with Mayor Paletko, Mayor of Dearborn Heights. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you for meeting with me today. I look forward to the interview, Julian.
That sounds good. Mr. Mayor, as a city with a future, please tell us what you are doing to empower the business community.
I constantly am meeting with them. I'm really encouraged about what we are viewing on Ford Road. The development from Inkster to Beach Daily, and the prices have skyrocketed. So it's become a very successful downtown area. In addition, I'm working with some merchants on Warren Avenue, and we're seeing more increase in business. And with the city purchasing the golf course, we think that will be a good movement to encourage business on Warren Avenue. In addition, we're partnering with the city of Taylor in order to redefine and to make a big success out of the Van Born corridor. So I've got all over the city business interests booming and new businesses coming in, and we're excited about that.
Which department are you in charge of moving and improving for these business projects?
Well, a couple areas. One is that we have a new director in the Building and Engineering. Mohammed Saab had done a great job for us, and now I've got Larry Dumsky, and Larry came from the city of Taylor, and we are in the process, almost completely automating the entire permit process. And so Larry had an experience with it in Taylor, and I'm using the City of Dearborn IT department that has already a successful program in the City of Dearborn. So it's going to allow people to go online, do permits from their home. If they want to see the inspection reports, they won't have to come into City Hall like they do now, stand in line, get the report. They'll be able to do it all from home. So we wanted to make the business process easier and make it easier for a businessman to come in, get his permit, and get up and running. And so that's where our main emphasis has been.
Mr. Mayor, as we see all these new businesses and projects going on, especially on Ford Road, please tell us a little bit about any businesses or new projects that are underway.
Well, there's some real exciting ones, but I'm not supposed to say, but because the business wants to have the grand opening. But one that I will tell you, we're going to have a new restaurant and another business come in at where Target is off of Ford Road. It's the area where a lot of people take the bus. There's going to be a new development in there. A really exciting new restaurant is going into place, and then I think they're also going to have a retail connection. Starbucks has gone in across the street, and I keep having trouble getting a parking spot. It's so popular, but that's good. And that's what I think makes Dearborn Heights special in a community, is that you have these national chains wanting to open, and when they come in and see me, they all want to open on Ford Road between Inkster and Telegraph, and there's just not enough room for all that development. But those are a couple instances in which we're going to see some, I think some pretty exciting, because the one national chain I don't generally go to, but my daughters do, and they tell me, Dad, it's long overdue. So I think you as a young person will probably love it. I wish I could announce it. They kept me to secrecy, but I think in the next 2 months we'll be announcing that. There's also, I had met Stu Franco that owns the Dearborn Heights Shopping Center, and he was signing up a new Lebanese restaurant for the mall, and he has a couple new prospective tenants that will be coming in. He did not share with me, but it looks like the demand for being in that shopping center is expanding and increasing. So I've got success stories going on all over the city.
So how do you like the new drive-through Starbucks addition to our business community?
Well, I like it, except every time I go there, they're out of my favorite cookie.
What's your favorite cookie?
It's the confetti one.
Oh, it's cool.
And they had, I was getting the snowman, but since it's no longer Christmas, but I like the confetti cookie. So that's become my favorite, but I don't get there early enough, I guess, in the day, and they're sold. So I want my extra bonus stars.
There you have it. Mayor likes the confetti cookies. Okay. I know recently that the city acquired the golf course from Wayne County. Congratulations on a job well done. Is there any plans for the golf course in the near future?
Yes, we have met with Eric, who is the operator. The city took over the contract from the county. It was a 5-year contract where Eric is the operator. The big item that he has just done, he's brought in 2 simulators. Since it's cold and wet and snowy at times, people can't golf, but they can come in, and he showed me, I'm not a big golfer, so in fact it's not where I spend my time, but you can play all these different courses, and so people are coming in. We're really excited about it, and allows us to generate revenue at the golf course when you can't golf. And the banquet business is really expanding. If you have a 200-300 party event, it's an excellent place. It really looks very nice. I just recently attended a wedding, and looking at the golf course, it just was beautiful through the windows. We want to expand the restaurant. We want to expand other things, and there are some maintenance items we needed to do because the county knew they were selling it, so they didn't keep all the maintenance. And so for those residents that were afflicted with golf balls all summer, I'm proud to tell them that we're putting up a new net. We will get that up before the season starts.
What about the Van Born Business Corridor? What's the latest?
Oh, I'm so excited about that. The planning commissions and the TIFAs for both communities are meeting. We're going to come up with a common theme and a common plan. Both communities are pledging $1.5 million per mile. And so with that money, and we're going to get Wayne County to come in because it's a county road, Van Born, and we want them to improve that particular road at the same time that with Masco closing and Ford Motor Company coming in, we want to bring Ford Motor Company into the planning process. And so we see this as a really possible super boom in the area, and really going to turn something into that we all look back on and be very proud of. In addition, there's some movement going on with the Ecorse Creek and the Army Corps of Engineers. So simultaneously, we look for doing some improvements in the neighborhood adjacent to Van Born. And once the original creek project with the Army Corps would be a widening and deepening of the creek with a bike path, walking path. And so what now is considered a major flood, a problem, we want to turn it into an asset, something that the neighborhoods will be happy about.
As for school districts, any new additions?
We got 5 school districts. And so, actually I think I got too many, but we have Dearborn, Crestwood, Westwood, D7, and part of Taylor. And so we actually had 7 at one time, we're down to 5. That becomes problematic. And then the other difficulty is Dearborn and Crestwood are very strong school districts. And I graduated from Crestwood, my daughters graduated from Crestwood, so.
I graduated from
You
Crestwood.
did too? they're great schools, and they put out an excellent student. D7 has had a little bit of difficulty and has become a school of choice, Westwood in the same light. And it's important those school districts be strong, because people will want to come in a community if they have good schools. So I try whenever I can to work with those other with all the school districts. And in fact, just had a lengthy meeting with Crestwood, the new superintendent, and he had some exciting ideas and things that we want to work together on and make that school district even better than it is.
As for the Canfield Arena, do you have anything on what's going on and when it's going to open?
I don't have a grand opening date, but that's going to be a great asset for the community, and people that have a real desire to go beyond, let's say, high school sports are going to find that facility is going to allow them to develop their skills to the ultimate. But it will also allow the person who maybe isn't the great athlete to also be able to develop their particular skill. That was one of my important things. I mean, I played for, I got varsity letters in a couple sports, and my daughter did too. In fact, my daughter went on to Michigan and was on the rowing team. But it's important that we are able to service all of them. One of the difficulties is some months ago there was a steel strike, and that delayed some of the process. But we're excited when that is going to come aboard, and we'll open it up to the community.
Mr. Mayor, the city of Dearborn Heights is a very diverse ethnic community. How does it impact the city in a positive way in the near future?
Well, I've embraced diversity, and I think that every individual and every different ethnic group have a lot of times special skills, and those skills, when we bring them all together, make the community all that much stronger. In Dearborn Heights, with the increase in the amount of Arab Americans coming in, they have done so much to help us develop Ford Road, to help us develop in the Crestwood area. So it's really been very positive. And I think anybody looking at where we are now and where we were 20 years ago would have to say that all the investment and the dollars that have come from that community has made us so much stronger and made Dearborn Heights a nicer community. So I think we've shown that diversity is a very positive, and a good example of it is Dearborn Heights.
On behalf of myself as a resident of this great city, and on behalf of MEA TV, I would like to thank you for your leadership and vision in moving forward, and thank you for joining us here today.
Well, thank you, and you did a great job. I think you got a good...
Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching MEA TV. I'm your host, Julian Fadlella. Stay tuned next time on Reality Check.